Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone listening today. This is the Unstoppable Podcast Show, and my name is Jennifer Hardy. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you're going to love this episode. So today I am joined by Michelle Scobie. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
And Michelle is going to talk to us a little about all things health and wellness, and of course the mindset that you have to get into to make sure that you can up level those things too. So hey Michelle, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, really, really good. So tell me a little bit about growing up, Michelle. What kind of things were you into when you were younger? Has it always been sport or was it other stuff too?
Yeah, I've always been into sport. I used to play football when I was kind of got into it about primary school, and then continued that to high school, and then when I went to university, and then transferred that when I had an injury to running, and then last year did my first bodybuilding show.
Wow, oh my goodness, absolutely amazing. Excellent, excellent. So tell me why then, why has health and wellness and fitness had a massive part in your life, do you think?
It's helped me through some really difficult periods in my life, particularly when I lost my auntie about 6 years ago, and I went through quite a difficult ordeal, case of sexual assault. So just for me really tuning into health and fitness, it just helped me overcome that, and all the after effects that kind of really brought in terms of my confidence, my mindset, and just a lot of other emotional things that I went through as well as a result of that.
So it was almost like your meditation then, like the way that you kind of got your psyche and your mental health back, even although
Yeah.
obviously it was fantastic for your health and your body, it was really pulling you out of some like you said, really tough times there.
Yeah, so it was something that I went to. I mean, a lot. I think when you face really difficult periods in your life, you either, for me, it's always been sport and fitness that I've went to. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of other people maybe kind of turn to like drugs and alcohol, but that's not really something that's made it's something I've never really wanted to do. So it's always been kind of health and fitness, and sometimes really pushing myself past the point of, almost like trying to overcome the circumstances by pushing my body sometimes to the limits and past that.
Yeah.
So for me it's always been a big part of my life, and I'm just really really excited to help other people just to realize their potential, achieve their goals, really kind of change their mindset, improve their confidence, and just through everything that I've been through personally, my own experiences, I just know how much of a massive impact it can have on somebody's life.
Yeah. Where do you think the impact came from it? What part of it was it the part that you were getting outdoors and you had time to think and process and get rid of some of the negativity that obviously was still harboring after having such horrific experiences? What part of the getting up every day and working out and exercising and eating well, what part of it really, really helped you overcome, do you feel?
Definitely the mind, getting into a better mindset, being able to talk about things, being able to communicate with people, and just to be able to discuss some of these experiences, but also just getting out, and endorphins when you exercise, they just make you feel good, and it's really helped with my confidence, goals that I've been able to set and achieve for myself, and
Yeah,
being in a position where I can now help other people to achieve their goals as well. It's something that's really rewarding for me.
amazing, excellent. So what does your average day look like, Michelle?
Okay, so you ready? You ready for this? So I usually get up between around 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and I usually work out early in the morning. So I work full-time at the moment. So my full-time job means I can be travelling all over the place.
Yeah.
Just recently got a puppy as well, so he takes quite a lot of attention and care. So I usually get up in the morning, take him out for a really short walk, have breakfast. I write down my goals for the day, what I want to achieve that day, what time I'm going to finish working. I write a gratitude list. I do some meditation. I do some visualization. So I usually take about between an hour and an hour and a half in the morning just to get myself ready and set up for the day. And then I usually will go and work out. I give myself one day a week where I don't do any whether it's the gym, whether it's teaching spin classes or out running. I give myself at least one day a week where I don't actually train. So I give myself like a complete day off. And in that day off, I'll still be walking the dog, but it's not anything that's like really physically quite intense.
Yeah. And then are you early to bed?
Yes, well, the last few weeks I've been quite guilty of not getting enough sleep, and it's been making me tired.
Yeah.
And I am going to be competing this year again in another show. So
Amazing.
My diet, it's really exciting. I'm really excited. My diet is pretty strict. So even when I feel tired, I don't really have any sugar. So I can't really get that hit that you want or that you crave when you're tired. So, and I try not to drink a lot of tea and coffee. So I've actually been trying to get to my bed between 9 and 9:30. And I feel if I'm not in my bed before 9, it really does affect me the next day, my performance, my concentration. But if I'm in bed for 9, even if I'm not sleeping straight away, it's a psychological thing that I know that I'm going to get
absolutely
sleep.
So obviously you are competing at a really high level. And what kind of competition is it, Michelle, for those who don't know you?
So basically bodybuilding, there's all different types of federations. So whichever federation you do, what I would advise is that you get yourself a really good coach. And I've over the last kind of year or so, I've done a lot of things differently this time compared to that I did last year. So the federation I did last year was PCA, and each federation has different categories. So it's really kind of looking at your body shape and deciding which would be best suited to which federation. Some people like different federations, and the one that I am aiming to do this year is in BNBF. So they've been around for quite a long time. I went to watch the Scottish show because I wasn't actually able to take part in it last year, and I watched a couple of my friends take part, and I just really enjoyed the whole experience. It's quite a big show. It was in the Scottish one was in Perth Concert Hall, and I really enjoyed it compared to the one that I had competed in, where I just thought the standards were a lot higher in BNBF compared to the one that I did. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That is fantastic. So you've got really quite a strict diet. You've got a strict fitness routine, which is incredible. I have just this year began to get into my fitness, Michelle. And for those that are listening that don't know, Michelle is actually my coach. She's my coach for getting my body in the shape that I want it to be in. And not only that, but you're going to be working, Michelle, I know this because we've obviously chatted, but with quite high performing women. That's your client base really is kind of entrepreneur women who are functioning at high levels of their career and their businesses. And I feel like it's totally changed days from when you used to see these big CEOs sitting, eating like crap, not working out, drinking a lot. That is not the CEO that I want to be. And hence the reason why I came to you. But of course, I don't want to compete necessarily. I don't think I could go to that extreme. But what tips would you give to the women that are listening just now? So say they were in my position and they're busy, they don't have time to necessarily meal prep, because that's obviously something I've had to really factor in now. They maybe don't have time to even consider what they're putting in their mouth. It's like grab and go is what they've been doing. And by the way, guys, for you're listening out there just now, this was me like 2 months ago, okay? And I've done a massive 360. So Michelle, what would be your top tips for women that are in the position that I was then? Work. And then when I was with my family, of course, we love eating, so I just wanted to overindulge. I thought I didn't have time for exercise or prep or anything like that. What would be your top tips for them just now?
So what I would say is, obviously, like yourself, these women are going to be performing at quite a high level. They're going to be very busy, as you know, their days are probably going to be pretty jam-packed, as I'm sure your days are. But what I would say to them is, you need to think about your health and your fitness and your lifestyle. You need to take it as seriously as you do your business. Yeah. So if you're not doing that, and also I would say to people, think of your body like a car. So your body, it needs fuel to function. So, and it needs the right type of fuel. So if you put into a petrol car, you put diesel, the car's not going to run very well, is it? Yeah. So, and it's the same when you think about your body, you know, the activity that you're doing. All this is going to help and benefit you long term. It's also going to help you, you know, exercising, eating well is actually going to help you perform at a higher level. You know, thinking about maybe reducing some of the sugar that you're having, switching some of your tea and coffee for drinking more water is going to keep you more hydrated. You're going to be able to focus better in meetings. Straight away, you're probably not going to see much of a difference, but over 2 or 3 months, by just changing little things, and it doesn't have to be, like you said, Jen, like, you know, you're not having to compete in a bodybuilding show. Yeah. So it can be just little things that you work on, little things that you change, and just looking at that. But also maybe preparing meals a couple of days in advance is going to really save you time. So when you're rushing about, you know, you've got meetings out and about, you've got back-to-back calls, if you've got all your food, all your dry, you know, food and water with you, you're all prepped, you don't need to worry about, oh, I need to eat at this. You can eat on the go. You've got everything there, it's ready, you can just grab it. Yeah, you can just grab it when you need it, and you know what you're putting into your mouth. A lot of the time when, you know, we buy things from supermarkets or shops, we don't actually know what's in them. Yeah. You know, or there's a lot of like salt, or there's a lot of sugar, and it's not really that beneficial to your body. But if you have got, you know, and you can make 3 or 4 days worth of meals, or you can make like a lasagna, or, you know, whatever it is that you eat, and you can have that for 3 or 4 days in a row. And it doesn't have to, I mean, I'm not talking Gordon Ramsay here, so it's not like you're not a chef, but preparing your meals in advance is going to save you time. You're going to know what you're putting into your mouth, and it's probably going to give you a lot more energy than what you're going to buy from the shops. Because then what will happen is you're probably going to leave it such a long time before, and I mean, I'd imagine a lot of people don't eat breakfast because they're so busy, they're on the go. Yeah. So that's the first thing, like try and have, you know, at least something for breakfast, and then they're probably going to leave it, like as we've discussed, Jen, quite a long time before they have their next meal. So by which point, you know, all your kind of blood, you're starving, your blood sugar levels are all over the place, and then you need something sugary, you need something sweet, because your body's so depleted from the last time you gave it any fuel. True. So just really thinking about that. And I mean, think about it this way: you wouldn't go to a meeting with a client or somebody else unprepared. So you wouldn't turn up to a meeting not having done your homework, not having done a little bit of research, and not having the right tools with you. So think of your body in exactly the same way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I obviously couldn't believe it when you had sent me my meal plans over, and I had to up my calories by like 500 calories for anyone that counts calories here, which was massive. So I didn't even realise that my body wasn't even getting half as much food as it needed to actually function to properly.
So a lot of people as well, Jen, is they think that they eat a lot, but they don't eat enough. Yeah. So every single person needs to have a base amount of calories every single day for their body to perform and just to get the right fuel that they need, and that's at rest. So if you're busy, you know, you're trying to exercise, you're doing different things, and you're not even eating that amount of calories, then, you know, you're already starting your day in a deficit. Yeah. And over a longer period of time, you know, that could potentially do quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas
I'm feeling amazing, and I'm eating more than I ever have.
Yeah. So, and you feel, I mean, how are your energy levels now?
Yeah, I mean, much better. I can focus for so much longer during the day and during the evening. I mean, I thought I was functioning pretty highly before, because people have said to me, no, you get more done in a day than I get done in a week and things like that. I've always just been used to, when I have an idea, I take action on it. I don't procrastinate very much. And I thought, you know, that I was performing pretty highly. I was quite happy. And then now, I mean, I don't want to, but I could continue work on till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night.
That's
energy
amazing.
level, you know what I mean? Because it's actually that's the evening that I go out for my run.
Yeah.
So I finish work at, like, let's say 5, 6, depending on what day it is. I'll have family time. I'll have something to eat. I'll sit down for a little while with my husband and have a wee chat and things. And then at like 9, 9:30, that's when I'll go out and do a run.
So what would you, if you could compare before we started working together, how you know, what you were eating, what your energy levels were like, how you were performing, and compare that to now, what's the main difference for you?
Oh, I mean, there's hundreds of differences. Concentration has been massive. The amount that I get done in a day, huge. The feeling I feel as soon as I wake up in the morning, because I've had that run at night, I get a really good sleep. My body feels rested and prepared. I've already lost weight, but I can see my body changing. I don't really mind what the scales say, because I know that muscle is different sizes and all the rest of that kind of stuff. But my body has massively changed shape already. My clothes feel better. I feel hydrated. I'm not getting dry lips, which I used to all the time. I never really kind of paid attention. It's just because I wasn't hydrating my body in the way it should have been.
And you've introduced exercise, a form of exercise that it's out of your comfort zone. So it's something, it's a goal that you're working towards over the next few months.
And I will say this to people listening today as well. You know, when I started, I was lucky if I could even get to 1K. I was exhausted because I hadn't been used to doing any kind of workout. And then over the last, so how long's it been now, Michelle? Maybe 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, about 4 weeks.
Built up to 4K.
Which is amazing.
But that's taken that time, and it's taken the confidence to go, right, I've got to 1K, I'm going to go a little bit further this time. Tiny little bit further. Like literally, if I was over the 1K, I was like, right, done. I've done it. And then just pushing a little bit more each time. But of course, my body had to settle into having the amount of food, so having the more energy, going to sleep better, drinking a lot more water, and all of this stuff together is obviously increasing my results when it comes to the fitness side of things. So yeah.
And then one of the other things that, I mean, a lot of people compare themselves. So if you have been in a place previously where you have been really slim, you felt really, really good, a lot of people tend to compare themselves to when they were there. And I know that we had a discussion about that.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
But not even to think of that, and just to think, okay, so I'm here now, this is where I am, I've made a start, and this is where I'm going to go to.
Absolutely.
And maybe thinking about setting a goal maybe 3 months from where you are now, and not really looking back and just thinking, no, I'm going forward, I'm going to be better, I'm going to feel better, I'm going to be fitter, I'm going to be stronger. and not even thinking back to where you were last time, because you're not, you know, I always say to people, you're not the same person that you were then.
You're not the same person, and your body changes as you get older. It does, you know, it changes shape and things start to move a little bit. Not that you can't have an amazing body as you get older, that's not what I'm saying, but it just won't. So obviously for me, I'm going like pre-kids, I was X weight, pre-kids I was always like this, but I've had 3 children. So my body shape isn't going to be like that. Yes, it can be absolutely toned and lean, but it's going to be slightly different. Yeah. So I just need to get used to trying to embrace and work with my body now, as opposed to thinking when I was 20. I could
don't think back to when you're 20.
Yeah, I could eat whatever I felt like. I never put on any weight. It gets a little bit different, but I'm really enjoying the process. I'm learning a lot about myself as well, and my capabilities of pushing through.
And even for you as well, it's kind of relating what you're eating, what you're putting in your mouth, to thinking, right, okay, so I need to do this, I need to have this so that I can get through X amount of calls or X amount of meetings. And I know, because we had a discussion around, you know, eating a bit more and having more calories, and how that will really benefit you and your performance as well.
Yeah, and it benefits your entire business.
Yeah.
Because you're able to function at a much, much higher state than when you're or when you're not looking after your body and your mental, physical health. Mm-hmm. I wasn't showing up the way that I am now.
No. And you can see a difference.
Yeah, of course I was showing up and I was there. But there was times that my creativity would be low. There was times that I was feeling tired and a bit emotional about things as well, because obviously things have moved quite quickly, and now I'm just like on fire.
Yeah. Absolutely. And also as well, so that's just the physical side of it, you know. Yeah. Health and fitness. You've also got, you know, your mindset, you've got your meditation, you've got Absolutely. Lots of other tools that you can use and that you can take away, that's going to help, you know, your brain and you feel good, as opposed to just doing all the kind of physical stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely feeling incredible. So when it comes to your program, Michelle, there's a couple of different ways that people can work with you as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so there's going to be the option of they can link into a 16-week program. So that's going to be basically like a self-study. They're going to get tools in there that they can use, that they can incorporate into their own life, because I get that people are busy. You know, I know from working with you how little the pockets of time people have, and people are genuinely busy. The other thing I'm going to offer people is to work with me on a one-to-one, so similar to what we do. So we'll have a weekly call. Amazing. We'll look at their nutrition, you know, if they're working towards any goals, if they have any events coming up. Say, for example, they decide they want to run a marathon, then looking at factoring that into their lifestyle and how they can achieve that goal with the time that they have.
Yeah. Fantastic, amazing. And for everyone listening out there today, you have a really cool, awesome free gift for them, don't you?
Yeah, so I've got a 5-day challenge for people. So amazing. The 5-day challenge is called 5 Days to Change Your Ways. And it's just little things that people can incorporate into their life, and it's a 5-day challenge. So at the end of it, it's things that they can take forward and they can do themselves in their own life on a daily basis, and it's going to help them in a number of different ways. So we're going to look at putting in some challenges in there, going to get them looking at what's important to them, so a little bit of a life audit, looking at accountability, so taking responsibility, you know, for yourself, for your actions, a little bit of gratitude and meditation in there as well.
Amazing. That sounds like heaven. I can't believe you're giving that away to people. It's so brilliant. Absolutely love it. Okay, so if people want to find that, they can. Do you have a Facebook group, Michelle?
Yeah, I can send that over to you, Jen.
And what's your Facebook group called?
So it's Inspire with MLS.
Awesome. Absolutely excellent. And we will put Michelle's link at the bottom of this podcast as well for you guys. So if you want to find out more about what Michelle does, then you can link in with her there. And we'll also obviously put some of her links to the Facebook pages, Instagram, things like that too. And you can jump over and follow her. Michelle, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jen. Have an awesome Friday.
I know, same to you. So I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening again to you guys listening out there today, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you listening, and I'm absolutely honoured the commitment that you have to yourself and to your business. Thank you so much again. Peace, and I will speak to you all real soon. Take care.